The one thing I remember as it was all going on was just, was it ever going to happen, or when it was going to happen, and where, I mean, because you dream about it as a kid, and as you get close to it, you have all these great names, that you get close to, and 500 home runs is the mark.
Baseball is about history, and the Hall of Fame is the home of both. So on his off day, Jim Thome and his dad Chuck flew here to Cooperstown, New York, to hand-deliver Jim's 500th home run ball.
The ball, you could display it at your house and have it in your house and have people come look at it, whatever, but ultimately it's in the place it should be.
Jim had been to Cooperstown twice before, but only for exhibition games. He never got a chance to go inside the hall and get a tour, and he couldn't think of a better person to share this experience with than his dad. And at times, it got emotional.
Oh, maybe I'll get to sleep tonight because I haven't slept for 2 days. This is using a word surreal. It's absolutely awesome. I can't even say I had this dream, I mean, he's a pretty select company. Yeah. And I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. As a kid, you come home and you ask Dad, hey, will you throw me BP, or let's play catch. And he was always the guy that did that, He was always the guy that told me the things I did wrong, while I was playing, taught me how to play the game the right way. They always say your dad does. He did that. And I mean, as a son, you appreciate that so much, especially now, getting older and understanding life and understanding I have kids now and how important that is.
Not only was there the link between father and son, but there was the link to the past, a guided tour through the hall, which was an eye-opener to say the least. This is a ball from a game played in 1858.
Oh my goodness.
How do they find this stuff?
I have no clue. It's amazing.
And there's something about seeing a slugger from today walking into the exhibit dedicated to the ultimate slugger, Babe Ruth.
What he's done for the game has been great, and his name, people today still talk about him, so.
And there's his locker.
And there's his locker.
Walking through the hall was like walking through a time machine, going from era to era. We even found a display from the 2005 World Series Championship.
Burles. Freddie's hat.
Freddie's hat is very dirty.
Freddie's hat is dirty. Paulie.
Jeff Blum's bat from the World Series.
That was the homer?
Yep.
Was that the homer? Wow.
And right next to it, Jim happened upon the lineup cards from a unique doubleheader he played in while with the Indians in 2000.
Oh, that was the doubleheader. We played 2 different teams. We played Minnesota and then the White Sox.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Good lineup. Lofton, Vizquel, Robbie, Manny, Creedy. There's Creedy. Ordonez, and then Creedy came in. Paulie hit 6th.
John Garland was the starter.
Gar, yeah.
Is this more than what you expected?
It is. It is. It's magical. I mean, it really is. It's a place, I told my dad, pulling up today, it was like surreal. It's like a storybook coming in here. It truly is a magical place. And I think every player, every baseball fan should come and experience this. It's wonderful.
With over 500 home runs, Jim will definitely be a candidate to make the Hall of Fame when he retires. And if he does, his dad last year came through here and was looking at the plaques and was trying to find the place for where his son's plaque should go. He saw Gwynn and Ripken, and he says, I want it right there.
So I figured, well, there'll be a couple more between now and then, so I went to the 2 extra, the empty ones, got a picture of that at home, so hopefully he's one of them.
I do dream about it, but I guess all that will be answered later on. All that will be answered later on, and I try not to get ahead of myself with that, to be respectful to the game.
And one day, Jim plans on returning to the Hall with his son, who was born over the winter.
It'll be very, very neat to bring him here and, walk him through, this great building and let him experience it as well. It'll be probably the same feeling he's feeling right now, you know, and then I'll know what that feeling is like.
In Cooperstown, New York, Chuck Garfien, Comcast Sportsnet.